My name's Tim Rookie, and this is my gear list video for my upcoming Appalachian Trail through hike. I'm going to start at Springer Mountain, Georgia, February 16th, and my pack weight is somewhere between 10 and 11 pounds right now, my base weight, which, all things considered, especially since it's still very much winter when we're beginning, my friend and I, that's not so bad. So I'm gonna go through the things that I'm wearing first. First, for shoes, these are the Salomon Fell Razors. They have the meanest treads on any trail runners I've ever worn in my life. I had another pair, and I put 500 nasty miles of trail running on them before they started to show any signs of wear. So I really knew I wanted to get myself a pair of these for the hike. Next up, a pair of Mountain Laurel Designs event material snow gaiters. There could be up to a foot of snow in Tennessee, North Carolina, in the Great Smokies, and one must be prepared for such things, especially when they're wearing trail runners, no snowshoes. For socks, I'm gonna have 3 pairs of darn tough hiking socks. They have a decent cushion to them. With Darn Tough's warranty, there's really no way you can not buy them at this point. For leggings, I'm gonna use a pair of size medium women's running shorts because I like shorts that don't have a liner to them. And I like shorts with pockets, and these do. They cost me $1.50 at Salvation Army. So shorts and a pair of 260 merino wool icebreaker leggings. I got a good deal on those. Normally like 110, I got them for like 52, so I was happy about that. And for days when I don't feel like wearing the leggings, which will be quite often, I'd think, my legs are very warm, I've just got a pair of crummy, compression shorts. I think they cost me $5. Okay. Hiking shirt. This is an Eastern Mountain Sports base layer. It has thumb holes in it, so it rides up right to the knuckles, and hopefully it'll keep me warm. Over that, on cold days, I have a mid layer, also a Tech Wick, Eastern Mountain Sports, same sort of deal. They came together. Thumb hole once more. And hat. Not much to say about it, really. I opted for one of these that can come down far if I want it to. Mostly I just think that these hats are more stylish than compression hats because I'm a young person, I'm into that kind of thing. And trekking poles, I got them from REI. They're Lecky carbon poles. The pair of them weigh 453 grams, so they tried to keep it under a pound, I guess. Telescoping, of course. I have to figure out how to use these darn things. Apparently they're quite helpful. But mainly I only am looking forward to using them as a part of my shelter. Yep. Pair of dollar gloves from Ace Hardware. I have a feeling I'll be replacing these just about at every stop. And lastly, just a road ID bracelet that has my information on it, because, I'm probably going to die along the way. I want them to be able to identify my body. Now that that's out of the way, okay. So this is my pack right here. It is a Z-Pax Arc Blast 60 liter. It fits nicely. I have plenty of room to put food in eventually. when I must do so. I'm very satisfied with it. In the winter, you could probably do with a few more liters than 60. This is kind of cutting it close, but again, it's not going to be winter for very long, hopefully. So it's just a standard arc flask. It's made out of Cuban fiber from Z-Packs, which is just the industry standard. They're the best. Yep, it's Cuban fiber. The only thing I have in the pocket right now, a smart water bottle. Again, these are the gold standard of ultralight water bottles if you're not using a water bag. It's got a flip top on it. I haven't actually flipped it yet, but you'll be able to squirt it in your mouth, which may be good or something. Also on the outside, I have this Mountain Laurel Designs Cuban fiber packing cube that I decided to buy for some reason. I think I was envisioning myself using it as a belt loop or a belt. It was planning on using it on the belt as a way of carrying some food, but it hasn't really turned out that way. Kind of a waste. In it, I'm gonna have medicine. The Phoenix E12 light. It lasts, I think, 40 hours on the 8 lumen setting, 12 hours on like 50 lumens, and it's got like a 120 lumen setting. It weighs an ounce, and it takes a AA battery also, so we're looking at about 2 ounces total. An extra pocket Bic lighter. I have a couple with my cooking system. I'm probably not going to bring this one. This is a Leatherman C5. It is nice and small. I love this thing. It has scissors, a nail file, a knife, tweezers, and a bottle opener / carabiner. And a little pocket ocarina. I don't know. Whatever. You can probably tell some of these things are going to be disposed of by week 2, likely. So, let's see what we have here. Okay, let's deal with clothing first. Clothing that isn't going to be worn all the time. For starters, this is my outdoor research helium 2 rain jacket. It weighs 5.5 ounces, or maybe 6 ounces, I don't quite remember. This is a very, very high quality rain jacket. It stuffs down small. It doesn't have pit zips on it, but I mean it has one pocket, and it has a full length zipper, which is helpful. And the hood has one of these on the top, so you can, fasten it to your head so it stays where it should. And for the rest of my rain system, these are the Montbell Versalite rain pants. They are just about the best rain pants that money can buy, and for some reason I use my money on them. Montbell is like the most ridiculous ultralight company because none of their things have any features whatsoever, to the point of absurdity, and that includes these pants. They are absolutely nothing. They don't zip. I could fold them up if I wanted to. They have a single bungee on the bottom. Yeah. These are a placeholder for a pair of merino wool sleeping socks because, again, the winter is cold. Neoporine face mask. This thing is like my best friend in the winter when it's really, really cold, and I expect to, on cold days, be wearing it often, sometimes throughout the day maybe. An extra pair of darn tough socks, the same as the ones I showed earlier. A pair of heavy wool gloves. They're thinsulate. I didn't put much thought into the gloves, to be honest. I just know that I don't want to have cold hands, and this is the one way to ensure it, really. Okay, my third pair of socks for hiking. These are going to be more summer type socks, spring type socks. They're darn tufts. They are ultralight socks. They weigh a little bit less. They don't have as much cushion. These are my rain mitts, Mountain Laurel Designs. They weigh, I believe, an ounce per pair. They're made out of the same event material. They're not stylish, but they get the job done quite well because, I mean, they're completely waterproof for an ounce. I don't know what more you could expect out of a pair of mittens, aside from maybe being a little bit more stylish, but you can't have everything, especially when it rains. And this is a light load towel. I picked it up from Lawson Equipment, where I got my guy wire from, and it was like $5.99 for 3 of these. They're like 6 grams each. Sure. These are my terribly made DIY camp shoes. I might not take these, to be honest, but the pair weighs, I think, 2 ounces. I made them out of an old pair of Mizuno Wave Elixir 3 running shoes. Whatever. And lastly, a sleeping shirt if I want it. It's super light, stretchy. It's from Costco, so it's probably good. 32-degree brand, whatever. And my stuff sacks are all Sil nylon from Mountain Laurel Designs. I got a few of them. Okay. And this right here is my Camp ED protection jacket. And this is going to keep me alive in the winter. And maybe through the spring, who knows. It is 700 fill down, 15.9 ounces, so again, just under a pound. So, I mean, I kind of splurged on this a little bit in terms of both weight and, well, just weight pretty much, because 700 fill down isn't all that high of quality, but, you know, I really like this. And for the price point, it retails for $350. I got it for $175. The hood is down, and it's got elastic in it. It's a nice European zip. It has plenty of pockets to it. And I'll tell you, this thing, it puffs up a lot. I'm very excited for it. And it goes all the way up to your nose, too. Yep. So you'll see later on, based upon my sleeping system, why I am putting so much stock in this jacket to perform well, but I trust the fine folks at Camp USA to keep me alive. It has, its fill weight, if you're wondering, is like, I don't remember, it's 5 point something ounces. Yeah, 180 grams of 700 plus fill, so don't tell me if you know that means it'll be insufficient. Okay, oh, I have one more jacket in here. This is an Eastern Mountain Sports Tech Wick Prima Loft jacket. It's a quarter zip. People say that one tends to pack the heaviest in the places that scare them the most, and my biggest fear by far is being too cold, frostbite, freezing to death, that kind of thing. So following that, quite a lot of warmth I'm trying to bring with me. Again, Prima Loft, I don't know too much about it. It's EMS. whatever. Alright, I'll handle my cooking system next. This is a Trail Designs Caldera cook set. It is, let's see what we got here. A lid, a 2-quart pot, alcohol container, a stove and a simmer ring, 2 steaks, and a wind cone, which I'm not going to take out because it's a pain to put back in. Anyways, this all totals out to significantly under a pound. I don't remember off the top of my head. But for a cooking system, especially at the level of knowledge I had when I bought this, I'm satisfied with how little it weighs. I probably could cut some weight off, and I still might do so in the coming month, but not yet. I'm satisfied. And as far as water is concerned, water purification and water, in addition to the 1 liter I have here, I have, it's again overkill. I'm going to trim some of the fat. 16 ounce, this came with my, it's a 16-ounce water bag. It came with my Sawyer Squeeze, which is here. I got the Sawyer Squeeze Mini because I guess I want to have to squeeze water slowly out for 6 months. Straw that connects in here so you can drink right from a water source. Cleaning syringe, I don't know. So a 16-ounce Sawyer water bag. These are the ones that don't break, apparently. Sawyer had a bad batch out at one point and they broke on people and people got mad. And I have a pair of 2-liter Sawyer Squeeze bags, and all my water purification stuff doesn't amount to very much in terms of weight. However, it kind of takes up a lot of space in my pack. And also in this stuff sack I have my spoon and a pair of mini Bics that I'm resisting. Okay, I'll flick it once to make sure it works. So I have 3 mini Bics with me total. Again, that's probably a little overkill, but whatever. In this Mountain Laurel Designs free steak sack, I decided to put basically all the things I'm gonna decide I don't want. See what we have here. My 4 cards that I'm gonna bring with me: debit card, health insurance, driver's license, and credit card. I think this thing is awesome. Z-Packs ultralight toothbrush. Pretty cool. It was $2.95. I couldn't not buy it. And it came with this adorable little thing of toothpaste. Okay. Also we have a unit of seam sealer for like sil nylon material and event material. So if I get a little rip in something, I'll just put some of this on it and hopefully the problem will go away. And included with that, I have a small amount of Cuban fiber repair tape. Cuban fiber, again, is just the best. It's rip stop, it's lightweight, waterproof. You can't really want anything else. A couple of earplugs because allegedly people snore and I don't want to deal with that, and birds are loud and stuff. And stuff I'm probably going to give up after a little while. A tiny SanDisk MP3 player, pair of Apple headphones, a small amount of Body Glide. Because I don't want to get any rashes on the trail, And similar to the light load towel I showed earlier right here, I have 2 others that I haven't opened yet. And the idea with these is when my shoes are wet at night, I'm gonna open these up and I'm gonna, tuck them in to absorb the water maybe. Or more likely, I'll decide I don't want to bring these. Alright. Now we're to slightly more important stuff, if you will. Not more important, just more expensive. Yeah, more expensive. So we have the Thermarest ProLite 4 sleeping pad. It is 11.4 ounces, size small, so it's 47 inches long. It is self-inflating. So basically, at night my feet and lower legs will be on their own, but the rest of my body will have a nice sleeping pad with a high R value, keeping them warm. So for the shelter, I have my Z-Packs 7x9 foot tarp. It's it's very light. I think it's 5 ounces, and the material is see-through. I don't really want to take it out right now. I'm gonna use it in conjunction with a trekking pole. Stand this guy up, drape the tarp over it, and I'm just gonna put stakes down to hold the tarp down. But most nights I'll hopefully be staying in shelters, so hopefully I won't have to deal with the tarp too often. The only time I should need to use the tarp would be on rainy nights when I can't be in a shelter. Okay, actually, just a couple of things left. My sleeping bag is a Marmot Helium 15. This is basically the best 15-degree bag you can buy, aside from a Western Mountaineering bag. It's high quality, 850 fill down, 2 pounds, 1 ounce. Pretty high quality, but I need to be prepared for temperatures down to 0 degrees. And this is a 15-degree bag, and it's not as easy as one would think to add 15 degrees to their sleeping system. It's actually going to be probably some very cold nights, which is why I'm hoping the protection jacket can protect me. And let's see, Cuban fiber steak sack with 6 steaks in it, titanium steaks from Mountain Laurel Designs. They weigh almost nothing. Very impressive. Also from Mountain Laurel Designs, plastic ground cloth. This guy weighs definitely under an ounce, and it'll be big enough to encompass the whole area underneath my tarp on any night that I'll need it. And in the shelters, I can lay this out so my sleeping pad and sleeping bag don't get dirty, and they don't get wet. Hopefully it'll work. I really have my doubts, to be honest. 50 yards, 50 feet actually, of Lawson Equipment glow wire. It weighs, I think, an ounce. I mean, it's high visibility stuff, lime green, reflects well, 225-pound breaking strength. I'll be using some of this to suspend my food in the air at night in my bear bag, which I don't have. I have just a Sil nylon stuff sack I'm going to put food in, so hopefully the bears don't bother me too much. And if so, then I really deserve it. And the last thing I have, inside of another Mountain Laurel Designs Sil nylon stuff sack, is my bivy sack. This is what I'll be sleeping in, inside of my sleeping bag. It is a glorified body bag. The material on it is so nothing, like it's alarming almost, and it weighs 5.5 ounces. I opted for the sil nylon floor because I don't have an extra $100 for Cuban fiber. So yeah, hopefully I'll stay alive. That is all I'll be bringing with me. The only things that aren't in here right now: phone charger, and some amount of toilet paper, and maybe some stuff to protect from blisters or to heal them once they've formed, which I hope they don't. But yeah, in the next month, I'm probably going to be trimming the fat off of this because I'm a little upset I'm not at 9 pounds right now. I'm actually at 11, 10 or 11. So I'll probably make some changes, but this is going to be, for the most part, how things are, and, hopefully I'll survive. So thanks for watching.